world moves fast. Your workday? Even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
AI is incredible. It can teach you how to fry an egg and even write a poem, pirate style. Yarr! But it knows nothing about your work. Slackbot is different. It doesn't just know the facts. It knows your schedule. It can turn a brainstorm into a brief. And it doesn't need to be taught. Because Slackbot isn't just another AI. It's AI that knows your work as well as you do. Visit slack.com/meet Slackbot to learn more.
Madison Beer, Angel Wings, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a pretty good episode for you today. We got Madison Beer. You know, in my opinion, I said I was going to cover this album. I said, when Locket came out, I was going to talk about this album. And honestly, my expectations for this, as I've listened to, last year Taylor Swift, I've listened to last year fucking Sabrina Carpenter, Tate McRae, all these other pop artists that I've done on this show. I even did a lot of fucking Demi Lovato and all that stuff. Did a lot of different pop artists, and I'd say Madison Beer was one of the more standouts. Now, the EDM dance track, I didn't really like that track. That was the first one where I checked out, and I was kind of, that's not my style. It's not what I'm really messing with. But as I come back to listen to it, because it is on the album, I've grown to appreciate it just a little bit more. It's still not my favorite track, obviously not. But hey, it's about to be the NFL. Literally by the time I'm recording this, the next game is about to come on, the next set of games, which I'm very excited to check out. But I was also excited to check out this damn new song called Angel Wings. So let's just get into it. I even wrote a review for this, so let's just get to it. Now, the instrumental. I'd say the instrumental is definitely beautiful here. I like how it's got these nice R&B synths that sound really good. That guitar, too, just has a little bit more to it, which I do like. It's kind of got it's got a weird effect to it, but it's not a bad effect where I'm like, okay, this shit sounds ass. No, guitar sounds really good. The synths on here are kind of having that R&B vibe, in my opinion. I like the drums, those addicting, airy drums that come flowing in. Overall, I really like the beat. I like the sound of it. Nothing bad here. The beginning verse, too, let's just get into that. We might as well. The beginning verse overall was pretty good. The vocals are great here. I like how she flows. I'm liking these new pop artists. I like how, the next one comes on the scene. They start putting out these pop and R&B tracks. And one of the things that I like about Tate McRae is that she can really flow on these type of beats. Well, Madison Beer, just sign her up because she can do the fucking same thing. I like how she flows on here. I like how she's sounding. Overall, the vocals are pretty good in my opinion. Nothing bad there. And honestly, I like how it keeps the song sounding fresh. The singing is great too. I think the singing actually is one of the good standouts here. There's also different vocal switches that happen throughout this whole entire song, which I do enjoy. So yeah, everything with the beginning verse, and you also have that R&B instrumental, and I also like those background vocals really helping out that beginning verse. Just adding so much value, in my opinion, when you're listening to this song. So that's pretty good. The hook, let's talk about the...
Whether your business has 6 floors or 6 employees, Walmart Business has everything you need to save time, money, and hassle. You can restock your break room with bulk ordering or bulk up your ordering team with shared payments. And you can get it all delivered straight to your business's door, whether that's on Wall Street or Main Street. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Hook now. I'd say the hook is pretty addicting. I think the vocals really get stuck in your head. The singing overall has kind of got a nice R&B kind of like R&B pop vibe, but it's also, you know, kind of reminds me of that kind of 2010s kind of pop sound too. You know, it's got all these like different hodgepodge of kind of genres kind of baked into here, which I do like. You know, it just makes the hook, you know, sound a little bit more to it. Actually has, you know, something, you know, going for it, in my opinion. So overall, you know, I really like the hook. I like the addicting vocals. I like how it's sounding. You know, I think this would be a song that I would definitely just play on my own free time. You know, when you actually have, you know, these like R&B type sounds, because as y'all know, you know, I'll always say this, but R&B is my favorite genre, and I love it. Pop artists can kind of mix in those elements, you know, mix in those R&B like elements, because it just elevates your song. You know, it 100% just elevates the goddamn song, makes it fucking stand out a little bit more. I just think it's an overall net positive when you incorporate these goddamn elements. Now, there was even a bridge too, so with this 2-minute song, you know, there's even a fucking bridge. And I really do like the bridge. I like how it's a nice switch up from the hook. You know, it's a nice, like, switch up from the 2 verses, too. You know, those 2 verses were good, but this more, like, ending kind of bridge verse, you know, with those powerful vocals. You hear Madison Beer actually kind of sing her ass off. You know, all those different elements that just sound goddamn fantastic. So I'd say this bridge is definitely a standout. I love the vocals on here. I like how it's fucking sounding. And which, for a short song, you know, it's pretty cool things to have included, because you have a bridge included, and then as the song ends, you're expecting it maybe to just kind of end, just kind of do its thing. But no, we have a whole ass classic R&B chopped and screwed goddamn vibe. Literally, the instrumental switches up, you know, it gets a little bit deeper, you know, the vocals get a little bit darker, and then this like fucking like kind of dark like synth starts raging on, and those drums come kicking in, and that kind of chopped screwed vibe comes crashing in. Now, I'd say this, you know, this is just me wanting a little bit more into any song that I listen to. You know, there's always, you know, you can maybe add a switch up, you know, add something here, you know, maybe do another verse to really, you know, give it so much, you know, depth to the damn song. But if Madison Beer would have, like, singed over this, like, chopped, screwed beat, if she would have, like, you know, float on it or add, like, a little verse to it, I'm just saying, this would have been probably one of my favorite songs off the album. It's probably still could be one of my favorite songs off the album, but I'd say, you know, this chopped, screwed vibe was pretty fucking cool. So overall, when we talk about Madison Beer, Angel Wings, you know, I really like this airy R&B light instrumental. You know, those drums sound really fucking great, really pristine. That beginning verse overall was really nice to listen to. The vocals were good, the flow was good. And then you also have that hook, that addicting hook, those addicting vocals that easily get stuck in your head, which I do like. And then you end it off with a nice bridge, a nice little chop screwed part to really just, you know, make the song stand out. To add, you know, to a 2-minute song, to make the 2-minute song not even feel like 2 minutes long. So that's a really cool thing in my opinion. Overall, I would easily give this song an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
It's the final chapter of the college football playoff.
It comes down to this.
Miami's unmatched grit and tenacity through the postseason has led them home. The national title now within reach.
They are confident. They are battle-tested.
Undefeated Indiana, led by Chris Signetti and Heisman winner Fernando Mendoza, have the chance to take home their first title and claim college football immortality.
The most remarkable turnaround in the history of college football.
The College Football Playoff National Championship presented by AT&T. Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire an energy vampire. But also, they're a literal vampire. And suddenly my team is spending all their time sharpening wooden stakes and buying bulk silver and rehearsing ancient chants, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant takes insights from over 1 billion professionals to create a short list of the best fits for you. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Guys, what y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. Thank y'all so much for listening to this podcast episode. You know, I can't wait to watch some NFL. You know, the the fucking season is coming to a goddamn close. We're on the damn divisional round. Then we'll end off, with the championship games. And then it's Super Bowl time. So, I'm kind of getting depressed about, not having something to watch every fucking Sunday or every Monday or every goddamn Thursday. I mean, the Thursday slot's already fucking ended. But, I wish there was more NFL, but that's just me. And, yeah, guys, I have checked out this Madison Beer album. Get ready. We got more content coming out. We're going to be talking about more Madison Beer. There was like 11 songs on here. There's even a music video, which I have not reviewed that song on the music video, so I might even do a review of that too. It's going to be really fun, guys. Just hold tight. This weekend is coming to a goddamn close, and, all week till probably Monday through Thursday, we're just going to do single reviews. We're going to rotate, do Madison Beer one day, do Young Boy one day, do A$AP Rocky one day, just kind of rotate. And then the next week is when we'll actually start doing album reviews. I'll start getting to work on writing a whole ass review for those albums. We will review 3 albums this year. I want to start 2026 off with a damn bang. And I'd say that's starting it off with a goddamn bang. I think I've ranted long enough. But, this is a podcast, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, guys, I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. Yeah.